and repair of Chepterit Mo University, where they are using maram and tarmac instead of using tarmac. That is Chepterit Mo University. And then there is this road of Jemuswa Danger. They are all interlinked and Celia. I'm happy, Madam Speaker, through the CS that Celia, Talai, and Timborwa, Maraba, Potapoto, the contractor is on site. But on these other roads from Nandil, Sibaki, Tulwa, Chepterwa, Chepsaita, Chepterit Mo University, and Chemuswa Danger, there is nothing on it. Can the CS, as they say in Catholic, say maneno moja tu na roho yangu itapona? Can he say something about this interconnect road? I thank you.
Senator Cheraligei, do you need your roho to ponya, and why are you mixing the parliamentary languages? Proceed, Honorable CS. I hope you do understand the two languages.
Honorable Speaker, members, I think we've done quite a bit to unlock, like Chemuswa Danger on the other side, it is the same contractor and they have started from one side. Do we move the contractor to the other side? Do we get two gangs so that one gang starts from the other side? And yes, we are able to do that given the fact that we've lately paid the contractors. And I'd like to encourage members, when you drive past and meet some of these contractors, we need to talk to them. They were in a really very sorry state. We owed them money, they owed subcontractors money, they owed suppliers of cement, steel, they didn't pay salaries. But with the unlocking of that challenge, I want to confirm that, without repeating that, all those roads that Senator has talked about are funded in the current financial year. And I would like to spend some time with Senator to confirm that, and therefore, and it's the same thing across the whole country. We've really done fairly well with the unlocking of the bending bills and ensuring that every road that has a contractor has at least a milestone funding in the year 25-26 to ensure that we do not only pay them for the bending bills, but we have money to pay them for the subsequent certificates they are yet to give us. All those roads, Senator, have been funded. And I want to spend some time outside here with you sometimes to confirm that. I thank you.
I'll allow Senator Joyce, Senator Boni Khalwale to ask supplementary questions on that. Senator Joyce.
Yeah, thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I would want to really appreciate the CS for the way he's handling the ministry, but I still have one question, which I know is brief to it. I don't know what the plans the ministry has concerning a road that is sharing the same problem with what Honorable Gerarge has said, that is the road from Chebole to Shongiroi to Emurwadigir, Silibwet, Olengurwani, Silibwet, Chamaner, and Kiagong, Sigor. What are the plans that the ministry has? Because these are the roads that have been having a challenge with the bending bills, and they have been in construction for the last 4 years. And the same roads are also getting worn out before even they are completed. Can the CS respond to that? Thank you.
Senator Joyce, I think you've breached the rule of giving a supplementary question springing from the principal question. But I do not know whether those places you have mentioned are connected to the roads that Senator Cheraligei asked about, and whether Honorable CS would be prepared to answer that from the top of his head without having prepared for it. Honorable CS, are you able to respond to that? It has no relation. He's the CS for transport and roads in Republic of Kenya. So let him respond for himself. CS, Honorable CS.
Thank you, Speaker. I drove on that road called Daraja Sita, Chebole this weekend, and I think they'll finish recarpeting in the next 2 weeks. With respect to Chebole, Labotiet Digir, we are reconstructing starting this financial year. Kiogong, Sigor, Chebunyo is ongoing because of the bending bills payments. The contractor is on site, and the Senator may be aware of that. And on Silibwet, Merigi, Kapkimolu, Alongisa, the contractor is on site. I think he's giving us an additional certificate. We paid the bending bills in December, and they have done 7 kilometers of tarmac, and we have money to pay, and he will continue for the next milestone. Thank you. Olenguruwane, which one is that? Olenguruwane to Silibwet on the other side. We also funded it in this kind of financial year, and will be tendering for that road to be rebuilt. I thank you.
Senator, thank you, CS. Senator Boni Khalwale.
Madam Speaker, on question 74, dwelling Rironi all the way up to Malaba. When Cabinet first announced, you told the country that that's exactly the project you're going to do. But now, in the House, you have shifted goalposts. You are saying you'll stop at Mau Summit so as to allow you to now go to Mai Mahiu and hopefully Narok. Are you doing this, Minister, so as to once again lock out Western Kenya from this modern process? My last question, Madam Speaker, is on 73 about Kapsabet Chabakali Road. Madam Speaker, this road reaches Chepsonoi, goes to Chabakali, and goes to Shinyalu and Kakamega. The President announced 2 months ago, while at Shinyalu Market, that he's putting money on this road. Chepsonoi, Shinyalu, Kakamega. Can you confirm that this project is on and when the construction is going to start? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable CS.
Thank you, Speaker. Thank you, honorable members. I think the concessioning, like was asked, of a bridge is subject to an investor being able to get return on investment as to whether the road can return on the investment at a rate that is attractive to be able to build the road. And at the moment, the traffic between Rironi, Nakuru, and I think we've moved all the way to Mau Summit, is where we've gotten interest from the investors. Mau Summit, Eldoret, all the way to the border. PS Kipto has just come back from China, and Asian Investment and Infrastructure Bank has expressed interest. And so we are working on that section of the road, albeit it may not have the kind of traffic to attract investment. We'll put government funding through this Asia Infrastructure Investment Bank, which has been discussed and agreed on, and we'll be working to finalize that. Because don't forget, honorable members, or just to remind you that this is the Northern Corridor, which I just had I was hosting the Council of Ministers for the Northern Corridor Transport Corridor in Kenya last Friday. And to just remind us that Kenya is an anchor state with the advantage of Mombasa port service in Uganda, Kigali, all the way to DRC and South Sudan. It is in our interest to open the corridors so that we do the transit trade and take advantage or competitive opportunity as a country while we service those countries. So it's in our interest to build that corridor to complete at the border. And then, like I said, Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank is working with us on that road, on that section of the road. With respect to this road from Kapsabet going all the way to Chepsonoi and to Kakamega, again, we can have a discussion outside here. It is funded. It is currently, I think tenders have just closed, so they're closing tomorrow. And it was retendered. We'll award and quickly start building that road to pitment standard. Thank you. So I confirm funds are available. It has been tendered, it's been designed, it's been tendered. Unfortunately, the first tender had a challenge and it was retendered, and we'll seek to award this time round and get the contractor and start building that road. Thank you, Speaker. Thank you, honorable members. Thank you, and I appreciate coming to really lay clarity on any areas on the road infrastructure for this country. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable CS. We'll now go to question number 88. Senator for the Rakanedi County.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for this opportunity. I want to know from the CS roads criteria that the roads board uses to determine the allocation of the roads maintenance levy fund, that is RMLF to each county. But two, Honorable Speaker, could the Cabinet Secretary explain the significant reduction in the RMLF allocation in the Rakanedi County from 111 million in the financial year 2023-2024 to 70 million in the financial year 2024-2025?
Honorable CS.
Honorable Speaker, I actually thought we had finished, but let me go through this very quickly. The road maintenance levy is allocated in accordance with the criteria provided in Kenya Roads Board Act 1999, I think Section 6. From 2015 to 2016, 2020 to 2021, the road maintenance levy was allocated to the roads agencies as tabulated in that table: 40% to Kenya, 21.8% to Kenya Rural, and Kenya Urban had 10.2%. County governments had 15%. Allocation, which was a special for emergencies and for disaster, and which sat in the CSS office, was 10%. Kenya Wildlife Service was 1%, and 2% for Kenya Roads Board, totaling 100%. Effective July 2021, honorable members, the conditional RMLF allocation to counties was discontinued with the National Treasury including this allocation as part of the equitable share of revenue to counties. The 15% road maintenance levy fund allocation to counties therefore reverted to Kera and Kura, because you know this RMLF is a conditional, it's really a levy for maintaining roads, and it can only be used for roads, and therefore otherwise it can only be a conditional grant. The county governments additional allocation bill 2024 proposed to allocate some 10.522211,853, that is 10.5 billion from RMLF to the 47 counties in the financial year 2024-2025. A formula for determining the quantum allocation to each of the 47 counties was therefore developed under a multi-agency approach that included the Commission of Revenue Allocation, a National Treasury, and the Kenya Roads Board. The formula took into account 5 factors, including basic equal share, length of the road, network, and proportion of paved and unpaved road in each county, the climate condition, the soil types, the rural index, which include including the traffic on the roads, the class of the road, which is not mentioned here, and all those factors, all those are factored in the formula as drivers to the allocation. Each of those factors, honorable members, was assigned weights as tabulated in that table, which I don't wish to go through, in terms of weight of main criteria and sub-criteria and weight of and percentages thereof. These criteria were to take effect in the financial year 2024-25 in the event that the county governments were to benefit from the road maintenance levy allocation. However, the proposed allocation of 10.5 billion was the subject of dispute between the National Assembly and the Council of Governors, resulting in a court case that was determined sometimes last month, in November 2024, Kenya Roads Board dispersed 3.682774,149 billion to, or 3.68 billion to counties using the formula, with Tharaka Nithi receiving 55.9 million as shown in the response there. Kenya Roads Board honorable members did not allocate funds to counties in the financial year 23-24. Going forward, Kenya Roads Board may resume allocating roads maintenance levy to the counties based on the guidance of this House and the High Court. But let me hasten to say there's been further development since I gave that response to the House, that after the court ruling, we are working with the National Assembly and will be coming to the Senate to agree on the formula and the sharing, because the court did declare Section 6 of the KRB Act, which has that formula, unconstitutional. So we need to amend that section quickly through the two houses, because under Schedule 4 of the Constitution, the roads are devolved, is a devolved function, with policy and certain aspect being with the national government and the county government having certain aspects as defined in the Constitution. And therefore, we are working quickly to unlock that challenge and be able to disperse RMLF, because as we speak today, we are unable to disperse RMLF because that Section 6 of the Kenya Roads Board Act has been declared unconstitutional. Speaker, I would like to conclude by stating that the High Court recently, like I've said, declared Kenya Roads Board Act unconstitutional with respect to some sections, Section 6, and I think Section 47, on the classification of roads, in as far as it excludes counties in the share of road maintenance levy fund. The State Department of Road is working closely with the Attorney General, like I said, the National Assembly, and will be working very closely with the Senate, because that is a bill amendment or an amendment that basically will require passage by Senate, and if we work closely together so that we avoid mediation, we'll be able to unlock that challenge and be able to disperse RMLF to support, manage our roads, which are not in very good state, particularly after the April rains. Let me stop there and thank the House again for inviting me, and Honorable Chair, I can take any.
You're not yet done until you are discharged by the Chair. You still have a supplementary question from Honorable Gataya. You have Senator Gataya.
Honorable Speaker, I have captioned Honorable CS mention about a formula which has all the rule proved to be very discriminative. Because, Madam Speaker, if you go to the Tharaka Nithi, we have very many stoned road projects. I'm very sure Honorable Waziri is aware. He must be aware of a road which originates from some parts in Tharaka. This is Gatonga, Marimandi, Chakariga. This road that is stalled for close to 15 years. Actually, this road is peeling off. Even the parts that were done is already, those parts are already peeling off, and we have witnessed several accidents for the last few years. We also have a road from Mutindwa, Kombogori, all the way to Itombani in Ichogoria, and several other roads, Madam Speaker, that have stalled out of this discriminative formula, which has neglected some part of the country, including the Tharaka Nithi. So what is this the ministry is doing to make sure that we have equality, we have balanced the distribution of these funds, to make sure that every part of this country is served equally, to make sure that all the roads are done, because we have seen some parts of this country terribly neglected in terms of road network. What is your ministry doing to make sure that we balance the equation, to make sure that everybody benefits?
CS, you can proceed to answer that.
I think, let me respond again, and thank you for the supplementary question, Honorable Speaker, Senator. With respect to really, when we spend time to see what we've been able to do with securitization of a portion of the road maintenance levy in line with Section 32 of KRB Act, Section 32 of RMLF Act, Section 32 of RMLF Act. We've been able to raise funds and address some of the challenges facing our roads. A number of them were bending bills, a number of them were maintenance challenges, because the maintenance vote alone from RMLF may not be adequate to maintain all our roads. And I want to confirm that the formula that has been developed to take care of length of roads, the traffic on the roads, the class of the road, and so on and so forth, will distribute, is basically meant to share the revenues from RMLF between the national government for purpose of maintaining national roads, depending on the class of the road, and the county government, and we are quickly working through that amendment so that we can unlock the challenge. But like I said, that securitization has unlocked a lot of challenges and given us liquidity to address some of the challenge roads like Chakarika, Marimanti, Katunga, the 36-kilometer road, which is in a bit of a state of disrepair. And I want to confirm to the Senator that this road has received attention, and in this financial year, we'll start recarpeting that road. Among us, the many other projects within that county of Tharaka Nithi that is receiving attention, like all the other counties in Kenya. And so I can confirm that Chakarika, Marimanti, Katunga, 36 kilometers will be recarpeted this financial year. I thank you.
Thank you, CS. Senator George Bogwa. Can you give him the mic?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. CS, in the previous financial year, there was some money which were allocated and disbursed to counties, but they didn't clear pending bills for the contractors. What is your ministry doing through the Kenya Roads Board to ensure that the counties don't start new projects before they pay the pending bills for the work which was done previously? Thank you.
CS.
I think with respect to really accounting standard and fast charge, where debt should really be paid ahead of even paying ourselves salaries, what we have done with the securitized 7 shillings is accrued all the pending bills for every road in Kenya, and we will clear those pending bills with the raising of that 175 billion. So the pending bills up to December 2024 will really be addressed without any favor in terms of, like we've paid everybody for the first 40% of the amount we owe,